recording.
I'm not ready.
Too bad.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mages in Miniatures. We had a little bit of a hiatus, and unfortunately, we did lose a player. The player who runs Eugene will no longer be joining us. And now we are brought back down to 4 players. And speaking of those 4 players,
It's fine.
last we had left off, the party had made an arrangement with Mr. Gold to go and collect some of his dislocated weapons that are located in the swamps just south of Old Ardens. As they made their way down, they met a couple of people, including a archaeologist from the Ruby Academy and the law master of Old Ardens itself, Butch Tandergrin, along with a new ally in the name of Marcos. We start off this session the morning after Marcos was awakened. You all begin to wake up, go through your morning routine, and notice that Eugene had left and is nowhere to be found.
No scales
The-
off my nose.
The infusions that Eugene gave to the party, which I think were the
Light crossbow.
the light crossbow, are no longer there. You still have the light crossbow, but it is no longer infused.
Mhm.
As you all wake up, doing your morning routines, Professor Robert, at this point in time, he is sitting over a small campfire he's made with a little pot, and he appears to be boiling some tea. Just looking curiously into the fire as if he was thinking on something. What would you all like to do?
We're in a camp, right? It's not an inn or anything like that.
It's a camp that is about
Mhm.
2 or 3 miles away from Old Ardens and
Got
about
it.
1.5 miles away from the edge of the swamp.
Hmm.
And I believe we chose this because we didn't want Marcos to be seen by the city just yet?
Yes.
Question mark? I forget.
I think so.
Speaking of Marcos, he's currently just exploring around the outside of the camp. He's just exploring.
All right, Marcos. Make me an investigation check.
Because it has been quite some time since he has seen the world.
Yeah, it has.
Investigation, that is a 13.
A 13. You're on the edges of camp, possibly even further as you're walking and you're exploring around. In the distance, you see the various buildings of Old Ardens, a couple of normal and worn down wooden buildings, and a large kind of white wood style mansion off a little bit further distance away.
I imagine they would be in a different style compared to what he was used to.
The white style building is different. The normal, like, kind of normal wood buildings are roughly the same. The same kind of architecture, the same kind of style.
Some things change, some things stay the same, even after all this time. Quite surprising. I imagine he's just gonna take in the scenery until it's time to go.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Grabbing is watching Marcos, just curious of what he's doing, just keeping most of the attention on him while giving some well-needed maintenance to his favorite dagger. Kind of leaning over towards Tylum in a quieter but not like stage whispering to some extent.
Hey, what do you think it was like back then?
What do you mean by back then?
Well, I mean, where he's from back then. You think, like, if nobody warred and he apparently succeeded, that, you know, none of this, would we even exist?
Look
And
at you
that's
getting deep in
A
philosophy.
really heavy question. I'm not philosophizing. I'm just saying possibilities. Because, like, if he succeeded, our parents likely would have not been in the place they were supposed to be.
Well,
Or maybe they were.
taking us out of the equation and just say we exist either way,
Mhm.
maybe things wouldn't be so torn.
Shit. Torn works.
Look, what I'm saying is maybe the scaled wouldn't be so discriminated here, and maybe normal people wouldn't be so discriminated across the ocean.
Maybe all the races would discriminate equally.
Maybe.
Maybe it would be even more racist.
Do I hear these
Nah.
two talking?
I mean, it's not like they're hiding it or anything, but it's like a quiet morning talk. Like people who are closer to the campsite could probably hear if they wanted to listen in, but it's more of just like a passive conversation happening between the two. That's what I imagine anyway.
Yeah. Now, how would it be equally racist amongst everyone? There's always the
Maybe
underlying.
no one's racist, and there's something else to be racist against,
Like what?
like demons or dragons.
Dragons have scales.
This is true, but they don't have legs.
Dragons have legs.
How do you know? You've never seen a dragon.
She looks at her brother like, really?
And if you have, I'd actually kick your ass, because why didn't you show me?
Look, I'm pretty sure dragons have legs.
I don't know.
I heard wyverns have legs, and dragons are
Well,
just greater
wyverns are
wyverns.
wyverns. Wyverns are different than dragons.
They're both
he's
draconic.
waving his hand dismissively.
They're both
like,
draconic.
No. We're draconic. Do we have wings?
I wish we had wings.
We kind of don't.
Do you think about how much easier it'd be to do our job if we could fly everywhere?
Only every other week.
More like every other day.
No.
I mean, look ahead. We're going into a fucking swamp.
Well, yeah, but that
Everyone's
would
going to be
just
trudging through
obscure
their
your
knees.
vision.
We're going to be to our hips, if not higher.
Just climbing the trees.
What are we, monkeys?
We're kobolds. But I'm glad that you need reassurance of that.
Roberts turns to all of you. Would you like a solution to your problem?
I wouldn't mind one.
I
Sounds
will-
nice.
I woke up a little bit earlier and made these temporary potions of water walking.
Oh,
Oh?
Should last you 2 days. I have enough for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Would you like one,
Please.
Gnome?
Yes, please.
Then
I would
here you
love
go.
one. Thank you.
Hands it to you. And as whoever grabs it, you grab it, and it's like a fluffy blue liquid. And it just looks weird as you kind of swish it around in the vial it's in. Roberts stands up and Marcos. I believe your new friends are going to be making the move. I have this for you whenever you're ready to take it.
Oh, he stands up. Very well. He takes it. What is it?
It's a potion that I made. It has rather short-term effects compared to the original, but should allow you to get past the difficult swamp waters with ease.
Hmm.
Mr. Gold had requisitioned these very specifically for the purpose of this task. And
I mean, now that you think about it, most of
Well.
us are short.
Would Marcos remember like how the swamp was before, or no?
make a history check.
Maybe there wasn't a swamp.
Who knows? That's a 22.
You don't remember there being a swamp,
Ah,
That's right.
but you remember there being some wetlands. No trees, no really dense water, but it was just calm, normal waters. Last time you remembered.
A swamp, you say?
It-
I only remember wetlands in this direction. While he points toward where the swamps are.
Lands change.
yes.
So the land and people change. I wonder if there are some landmarks that have stayed the same.
If I can recall correctly, the original temples to the approved deities of the Ibakaran Empire have not been torn down. They're still the same large, massive cathedrals. Everything on this side of the World Spine Mountains, however, used to not be Ibakaran territory.
Hmm.
A fun little history lesson. This used to be home to centaurs. I'm pretty sure you might remember that.
I imagine he would, Cameron.
Well, the centaurs used to be tribalistic, wild, free, untamed. And then
There was quite a beauty to that, though, in itself, from what I remember.
there was, and like all beautiful things, in my opinion personally, Ibikarans had to go and ruin it. They called it civil assistance, as it's put in the history books.
I do remember they wanted to bring civilization to the centaurs, but more peaceful way.
That
ma-
changed when the first line of kings passed and a new lineage was forced to take place.
The more I hear about it, the more it does not surprise me anymore.
I'm glad it doesn't. Well, I believe it is time for you lot to go and investigate your missing weapons. I have to make sure the cart is hidden, because that is what we are going to use to haul them to the safe location.
Rabin gives a thumbs up.
Hezra looks a little combination of apprehensive and excited, just shifting from foot to foot.
Tylum gives a stretch and just starts walking in the direction of the swamp.
All right then. Good luck, you four.
Well, seems that my sister's decided we're leaving now. We'll see you later. Come on, Eds.
I am curious to see how this land has changed in the time I've been stuck in, I guess you would call it cryostasis or something of that sort. Some stasis.
Well, like we said before, it's safer traveling in groups, and, well, you could honestly use a lesson on how the currency works nowadays.
And the world. Don't forget the world, too.
And the world, of course.
I would appreciate it.
Well, you're free to tag along.
How much was a gold coin worth way back then?
Was there even gold back then? Did you trade papers?
Cameron, how was their currency back then?
I'm sorry for asking.
Oh, it's
Allow me
fine.
to expand myself.
No, it's fine. We
You-
need more development.
You would remember that in the past, gold was still a thing.
Yeah.
There was no copper or silver. It was just solely gold.
I heard mention of like copper and silver. There was only gold. Only
Only
gold.
gold?
Only gold.
Gold's really
We would
expensive.
see so we would be so broke.
Here's a really good way to see how much a gold back then was worth. How much was a piece of bread?
A piece of bread was on average 2 gold pieces.
Ah, and he shows like 2 fingers.
That's-
Two gold?
Pricey.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, in our world, I mean, it's, I would say a copper.
Yeah,
Really?
copper would about do it if for one slice of bread.
Yeah, just about. So,
I mean,
I
2
mean,
gold,
I guess
2
guess
gold
that's-
back then wasn't really that much.
well,
Economy
gold in
change.
this world can get you quite a few things, really.
They're
Almost
worth a
a full
lot more
dagger.
now. You know, there are going to be things that never change. There's some good in that, I guess. There's always going to be small, quaint places where people live. Like villages and whatnot, you know?
I would
That
imagine the
never change.
names of villages wouldn't change, but probably the buildings are all different, except for a
But-
few.
Well, people are still people. And if they're around, then, you know, it's still the same in some ways. Farmers and generations of farmers will still be there.
You know, all this talk about the past and future makes me think about something.
Oh no,
Well-
a kobold thinking. That's a new one.
She bristles.
There's the kobolds I know.
But what I'm thinking is, if you got stuck in time, what if someone else got stuck in time?
Hmm.
My only hope is they aren't one of the people that caused all of this.
Well, I mean, I don't really know why he was closed away, but
I kind of want to know who did it. Exactly.
That would be nice to know.
that was
Who
a
has
really
the
long time
technology
ago.
to? But
Maybe
think
someone who
about it,
wanted the
who
war to keep
has-
going.
Who has the magic to be able to seal someone alive many, many years?
I mean, I have an idea, but it's been so long. I doubt there's still a thing.
Ah, well, next thing you know, it's some sort of immortal god or something that's after you. It's a joke.
Hmm.
It's a
I
joke.
wouldn't- I wouldn't think it was a god that was after me.
A profiter.
Like when he says that. Wait. I wonder.
Nah, it's fine. Let's just keep walking. Look at
Oh
that.
no. I'm getting a really bad feeling about that.
Oh no, it's nothing bad. It's just I haven't heard from someone in a while.
I would imagine so.
Someone you cared about.
Yeah, someone that should be still around.
Hey, what? What do you know? A turtle?
Well,
Wait,
it's
do
not.
portals exist?
It's not a mortal per se. It's fine though. It's nothing bad. I can promise you that.
And also, grab and answer your question. Turtles are a recently discovered race.
Never mind, then he wouldn't know.
Oh, did
was
he
me-
mention
The
turtle?
player
Wait,
knowledge.
wait, hold on, turtle.
I don't know. I heard it in passing.
What?
Wait, what are
looks
you
over at the
talking about
note.
in passing?
Looks over at the gnome. Would you know what a turtle is?
What the fuck is a turtle?
She
I heard
taps
it
her
in
chin.
passing.
Can I remember what a turtle might be?
Roll a nature check.
No one
Nature.
knows what a turtle is.
18.
I have a reason.
Mortals are they are one of the two more recently discovered races of mortal beings. They live on an island called Hingwei, along with another race that people have started calling the Tabaxi, or the Catborn.
Yes, turtles are a thing.
Hmm.
They were discovered recently on an island with Tabaxi, which are like cat people, you know?
How
They're turtle people, and they tend to
recently?
be. Well, yes, recently.
So on this island there's tabaxi that are like cats.
Mhm.
Cat slash people. And then turtles are turtles slash people. Is there anything else that comes from this interesting island?
What else can I remember?
Those are the two obvious races from Hingwei.
Well, from
other than
Hingwei,
that-
those are the two most prominent races. There's not really much more that I know information about. But as for other races,
Looks at Cameron. What other races that are recently discovered?
Those are the only two that are recent. Like a couple hundred years back, people discovered orcs and Goliaths were a thing.
those are perhaps the most recent discoveries. Aside from that, only about 100 years ago, people discovered orcs and Goliaths. And
Orcs?
obviously, you know, humans like to breed with whatever, so there's now half orcs.
Yeah, they're kind of
Like
a blank
turtles.
canvas, aren't they, humans?
I mean, there's some elves that will breed with orcs too, and it's very,
Uh.
very interesting what happens. Because at that point, do you consider them a half orc or a half elf?
And she keeps rambling on.
My head hurts. My head hurts. My
as
head
you-
hurts.
And like Marcos is just like he is like fascinated by this. It's just like Goliaths. Like from a name like that, I imagine they're tall just based on the name alone.
They're very big.
As these ramblings and conversations go on, you continue your way closer, and eventually you find yourself at the edge of the swamp.
Alright.
Clean smell of the grasslands and the fresh breeze now turns into that of dank swamp smell.
Home. Cameron. Home.
I imagine it is quite different from what he remembers.
No,
Yeah,
it
you
just smells
have
like plant decay. Very bad plant decay.
This is not what I was expecting, but you did say it changed. But I wasn't expecting this much.
I mean, trees grow and animals move in, and
You
some
say trees
logs can
grow,
have
but I'm pretty
teeth.
sure those are dead over there.
I look
Like-
around, I look around for alligators and crocodiles, Cameron, as we
Swamps are-
approach.
Make a
Swamp-
perception check.
Swamps are very interesting in how they form. You see levels and levels of sediment and rain.
And she continues on about
Okay,
like
why that's happening, Cameron. I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19 on your perception. Okay.
Yep.
You don't see any crocodiles or alligators. You do see a spot of the water that is a bit more shades red than usual.
Is there
And
a
you see-
stone?
Wetlands that grow with like trees that grow in silty and organic
Cameron,
rocks.
is there a stone at my feet or anything like that?
Fascinating.
Yes.
I pick it up while she's just rambling, and I'm just gonna eat it over to the red spot.
Make a ranged weapon attack.
So like sometimes they're flooded and sometimes they're not.
Like at this point, he's just
That's
like,
gonna be
he's just like, okay.
that's gonna be a 21, Cameron.
21. So
Yeah.
you throw the stone, and you all watch Jinra, or I almost,
Yes,
Tyler.
Jinra, my barbarian.
You watch Tyler just throw this stone, and you hear just a loud plop as it hits into the water.
Like that area, it's flooded.
Something comes up though.
What comes up?
Slowly floating its way, you see a body, humanoid in shape, just emerge and is currently surfaced but face down into the water.
Holy shit, did we find a body? What the fuck did I come back to? Who committed murder and why wasn't it me?
Now, Cameron, does it look dead or does it look undead?
It looks dead. From what you can see right now where you are, this is a pretty good distance away.
Now, are there bite marks, weapon marks?
If you want to go up to it, make an investigation check.
I down my potion. Complete impulse here. No one's stopping me, it would seem. I'm gonna walk over the water over to the body.
I'm gonna try and stop
Marcos
her.
is just currently just like surprised because he was not expecting to see a body, like especially this early, and just like, wait, especially a dead body.
I'm gonna try to stop her.
Tyler.
What?
I don't think you should go.
Well, we gotta go look at the body. What if it's one of the people we're looking for? You know, for the
So
weapons?
potion's already down. Marcos
It's
starts
2 days.
like
We
walking.
got 2 days of walking on
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, he potion's already down. He just starts walking toward the body.
Like, he's
Out of
walking towards the
curiosity.
body. Can't I walk towards the body if he's walking towards the body?
All right. I'm just gonna stay here. So, you see, you might be a little bigger than I am, but I'm perfectly jaw
This is
sized.
quite an interesting potion.
So
I
if
haven't had one
something
before.
goes chomp, I'm gonna fit perfectly in those chompers. So I'm gonna stay here while I can still run.
And I'll down my potion.
So I got a 15
Right,
on
you run
investigation
everywhere
on the
before
body.
you cast your spells.
Well, I need you to make a medicine check,
Oh,
actually.
medicine.
Can
Well,
I
you said
run over
investigation.
and assist him?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't need an assistant because I got a nat 20 on medicine.
That assistance helped you.
No,
Marcos.
that was my first roll.
You start to examine the body, you rotate it, and you're looking. It starts with this man's face, and the fact that it is, his face is missing.
I think it's safe
Like,
to
turn
say
the
we know the
body-
cause of death.
I don't.
And
What?
on his chest, you see 4 large claw marks ripped across the entirety of his chest, and with little cracks of what appear to be either scorch marks from fire or lightning that seem to be around these gashes in his chest.
Scorch marks.
Uh-huh.
Nash's holes in his chest, 4 of them to be precise.
Mm-hmm.
Face missing.
You also see that his legs, because you got a nat 20 on your medicine, his legs are strained as if he was trying to run away from something very, very quickly.
I mean, look at his legs. He tried running. I don't blame him, considering what it ended up doing to him.
Grabbin will down his potion and start making his way over.
Grabbing, you're good at investigating shit, right?
Fuck, ow, ow. And he trips over the fucking log that I didn't. Listen, I
That's
just
just suddenly
bashed my
there.
fucking headset out of the way. I went to reach for my phone, then suddenly my head got janked down.
Yeah, suddenly, this is one of those documentary TV shows, you
I
know.
do have fucking what's it called? Proficiency. I do have a proficiency in investigation. So he starts to make his way over, and then fucking doesn't see the log coming his way.
Hey, look out! There's a
And-
oh.
Gets fucking smacked by a tree that moves. Don't worry about it. That's totally canonical, right, DM? Right.
Right.
There was a tree there.
Yeah, I
How
was
could you
busy
miss
looking
that?
at the potion.
I didn't
Drink
see.
the rest of it.
You were looking right at it as you were drinking it, though.
No, like you will come over to the body, glancing back towards Headsrow. Being alone also makes you an easy target, by the way. And he goes to investigate the body.
I assist my brother.
All right, make an investigation check
With advantage?
with advantage because you're being helped.
Hey, idiot, look right there.
Not really.
I mean, face is missing.
Nothing. Thank you.
Scorch marks.
Just
Holes in his chest. Strained legs. This man was scared.
Very scared.
Very scared.
Where's the fuck's my D20? There it is. There's a natural 20 and a natural 1. Cool.
Woo!
Oh, so you recognize actually this guy has a tattoo on his neck, which is kind of still mostly there. But you do recognize it as someone who probably works for Mr. Gold.
Oh. Well,
What?
we'll make sure that we're not a failure to boss like you were.
Oh shit!
And
Pats the
with
guy's
that,
back.
actually,
That is not a good way to speak about the dead.
Well, listen. He tried
It failed.
and failed. And we're the underlings to the same boss, so everything I said was true and factual. I wasn't dissing him.
All right, Cam.
yeah,
While they're having this discussion, can I like look around to see if there's any like remaining like bits of the monster that attacked them, like a scale or a claw or a clump of fur or anything like that?
Yeah,
Um,
you also
you-
mentioned something and when we started talking. I'm
yeah.
just
You do notice that there is a trail, of what is essentially just blood in the water, and there are spots where the trail kind of goes on the land where you see two, or maybe even, or you see a pair of large boot-like footprints,
Boot-like?
metallic boot, like armor, that dig into the swamp dirt and continue on forward deeper into the swamp itself.
Wait. Claws. Scorch marks. Boots. Isn't there a mention of lizard folk being in the area? I'm checking my notes.
Lizard folk?
Something.
Lizard folk don't really like.
Or is that another place? So we have so many.
Like, do
Is
lizard folk breathe fire?
he looks towards Hezro concerned.
Dragonborn breathe fire.
Yeah, but like, these are lizard folk.
Then are they lizard folk or are they dragon folk? What if it's something completely different?
Intel
There's
stated
boots
they
with
were lizard
claws.
folk. Unless they are dragonborn.
Could they be dragonborn? Hezro, you're the smart one.
Hezro, the smart one, took a moment.
Damn it.
She had to quit. She left the area, came back.
Just
So me as a player, Mr. DM, because it's been a while, I thought it was like, is it Dragonborn we're dealing with, or is it lizard folk? Because I remember lizard folk.
Mr. Gold had mentioned a combination of lizard folk and dragonkin, so dragonborn,
Oh,
half dragon.
got you.
components.
yeah.
That makes
So
sense. Gotcha.
it could
Yeah, cool.
be like a blue dragonborn or red dragonborn or something along those lines. Maybe. Can I like meander over to where the boot marks are and see if there's anything left behind besides the boot marks?
Make a survival check.
I can do survival. For my survival, that is going to be an 18.
18.
An 18.
You don't see anything else. However, these footprints do not look like anything a lizard folk or dragonkin or even another race you know would make. Whatever did this was unnatural.
Can I look at the boots, see if I might recognize it? From my time, maybe?
It is not from your time. You do not recognize it.
Okay.
All right, guys. So here's the situation. This was not caused by a lizard folk or a dragonborn or anything like that. It's something we won't be able to identify until we actually look at it. Meaning it's something that will probably happily kill all of us and turn the 3 out of 4 of us into a nice, delicious, bite-sized snack.
I assume you mean you two and Hezro.
Sorry, you're not bite-sized.
I should hope not.
Oy. Okay, so if this thing killed him, what if it killed the rest of them? What if it's... My mind's going out of control. Oh no. Ah!
I mean, very likely, boss hired other people to do this job.
And they failed.
They tried, they failed. They got scattered, probably separated, most likely hunted down for sport. Because, obviously, he wasn't fully harvested.
Yeah, and
As
he
far as
almost
I'm
made it
aware-
out.
Lizard folk kind of do that.
But it's not a lizard folk.
Well, it's a mixture.
It's not anything that's lizard or dragon or anything like that.
They
Well, didn't you say you found boots?
Yeah, but the boots aren't like anything we know. The way, like, Cameron, didn't you say they were too deep or too light?
They were too deep.
They're too deep for anything that has scales that can wear boots.
Hmm.
So this thing, whatever it is really big. Or really heavy.
and I don't recognize it, so it must be something.
Something really big that fairly hunts that also wears boots. This is a lot of contradictions. Are you mean footprints or just boots?
Boot prints! Look at the boot prints right here! I point to them. Are you blind?
So they're giant boot prints.
They're really deep, big
Okay,
boot
from my
prints.
understanding, it was like a bite that took this guy down, though.
It was a claw mark.
It was a set of claw marks.
Set of claw marks. Very well. Got you. My mistake. I thought it was like bitten like an alligator or something.
No.
Well, I mean, big, heavy, that could be a number of things, like a really fat guy.
But what fat guy has claws?
A fat guy who wears metal on his fingertips?
Does it look like it was made of metal claws to you?
I don't know. You're the expert. Are they?
Grumbling. She
Either
walks
way, we're
over to
not
look
gonna
at
get
them.
anything. We're not gonna get anything from just standing around. He failed. He's dead. We're here. We're alive. We need to move forward.
Hezro, what's your passive perception?
Hezro's still not back.
She's right here.
I don't hear her.
Who is also typing.
Yep.
Typing what?
Probably that she can't hear us.
Siri is having some technical difficulties.
Oh,
Mhm.
well,
So, as you all are sitting here kind of conversing and talking and trying to figure out what is going on, next person. Marcos, what is your passive perception?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
My passive is 13.
my passive is 14.
All right. So, Tylum and Marcos, you see a a young half-dragon woman with a short bow drawn in your general direction, shaking, and she's just kind of eyeing all four of you.
Grabbing, right?
Yeah.
He points toward the direction. Do you see that over there?
He looks over. Did his passive pass it?
Now that Marcos brought it up, you see it now.
Oh, hey. Someone who wants to kill us.
Maybe we should try talking to them.
Hey, before you shoot, be reminded that we outnumber you.
That sounds more like threat.
That's not how you talk to somebody.
Well, I mean,
Hang on, Sari's hopping in and out. Sari, are you good, bro?
I think we should wait until Siri fixes her shit, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Restart your router. Let me see if she can even get my message.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just like how Marcos is just
Where is she
not.
even messaging? Because I'm not seeing it.
She's messaging me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's messaging me as well. It's Discord VC.
The
Hmm.
Viet Cong.
I didn't even like hear her.
I just heard her typing. That was it.
Maybe she needs to restart her Discord.
There is an update for Discord.
Mine
So,
updates every single day.
Siri's gonna figure out what's going on. She asked me to go ahead and just run her NPC,
Mm-hmm.
which is what we'll go ahead and do.
Okay.
The young dragonborn woman
Alright.
who you see has silver scaling
Silva.
looks around at all of you and just
Just Marcos waves. Hi.
who is speaking in Draconic?
I say hi in Draconic.
She replies in Draconic. Who are you people?
Here's a slight suggestion. Sorry to put a pause in the gamer at all. Could we move to a new chat and then see if she can join that one? Because she can join other servers. She can't join this one. Like, so create a new general chat, then hop in it.
I mean, we could go to that secret chat that's below us. You know.
This is also true, but that's locked.
That is locked. Well, you know what? We are having technical difficulties, everyone.
Let's just do a 15-minute break or a 5-minute break
Yeah,
until we
let's
can
call a
get her
5-minute
back in.
break right now.
Yeah, we'll call a 5-minute break. We're gonna go ahead and move over to the other chat, and yeah,
Food, drinks, figure this shit out. Tell Siri to try to move into secret talks and see, can she get into secret talks?
I ended up speaking. I made it a text chat.
Okay, so alternative.
Nice.
Alternative.
Why did you
channel.
delete it?
I made
It
it
was the text chat.
Uh,
in a text chat.
Bam. Siri? Siri, can you hear us?
Sorry.
Siri. Nah, it's not working, fams.
Ah, damn it.
Shame.
Well, she's here though.
The silence.
And she's gone.
Silence speaks volumes.
I'm going back into a
Is she
general
able-
chat.
Yeah.
She,
I like this music. That's
Like,
why
my
I cannot-
tinnitus instantly started
Do you know-
screaming.
do you know if she was able to hear us at the very least?
I don't know.
She is troubleshooting right now. She gave me your character sheet.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're still have this little break going. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get something with caffeine.
Yay!
I like
Caffeine.
my character a lot right now. Just
I-
Ow! I pulled my hair.
I gotta mute real quick though.
I'm glad you like your character.
I just like
This is awkward. This is performance issues.
like I like how my character is just simply for the fact of like, what's this? It's like, what's this? What's this? This is new everywhere. What's this? What's this? And then like somebody's trying to kill him. He's just like, hello.
So I hope everyone is enjoying the campaign so far. We had a little bit of a hiatus. Unfortunately, during that, we had lost one of our players. The player who played Eugene, as I mentioned earlier, had a bit of a work obligations.
Do you want some spiked chocolate milk?
I would love some spiked chocolate milk.
And spiked is in coffee, not alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, this is very casual. We are very casual people.
I could hear her, but she could not hear me. Like I heard her just clicking her mouse. silver scales, you said, Cameron.
Yes.
Is that even an actual like scale?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember like everything else, but I don't remember silver. Like I legitimately do not remember silver. So that's why my character's like, silver? Because, there's white, black, red, green,
There are silver dragons.
gold. I know there's gold, and I know there's copper and bronze, but I've never heard. Like, I've heard so little of silver. That's the thing. Like, I've heard of every other dragon, but I've never heard of silver. So that's why I was just like,
You're learning more and more every day.
I know.
You're such a new guy to Dungeons and Dragons.
New guy, about a year into it, and I still don't know half of it.
Yeah, no, you're 1 year. You're still new.
Just a whelp that has still managed to drive you crazy.
Yes, that is a trait that you have.
Look. You set up the world. You set up multiple worlds, and I've had to explore them. And then in this world, I'm like, we haven't. It's interesting with this character because we can actually talk about like the past of Oliver, like actually dive into that because it's always interesting, to have a bit of prequel to the current world. Bit of history. Like if you want me to, I can start coming up with stuff on the fly, but I didn't know if you wanted me to do that. Like for instance, about like the bread, I could have been like, oh, it was just like 1 gold.
I'm gonna leave that to you. We're gonna do some
Oh, you want to leave it to me?
history lessons with Marcos.
You know what? Yes, I will do it. I'll do it. Ah. Because what he knows, a lot of it's going to be quite different from what he knows now. Also, did you notice how like he kind of just skimmed that one part about why he was in the like who put him in the stasis chamber?
Let me put my glove back on.
Cameron.
All right, so I think we're just waiting on Tempest to come back.
Yep.
Also, I noticed your names change to budget concentration. But did he keep concentration though?
What's concentration and how does it work?
It was a way that we absolutely destroyed Cameron in our Saturday campaign.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
And I'm back.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back. Any word from Syria, or are we just going to continue completely without her until she comes back?
She went ahead and said continue without her for now. She gave me your character sheet, so I'll just run her as an NPC for the time being, like I did Eugene.
Okay.
All right. So, welcome back, everybody.
Woo.
We left off with a silver half-dragon woman holding a drawn short bow in your direction.
You say shaking. You mean like shaking as in nervous, or shaking as in like can't believe how these people are acting?
She looks obviously nervous.
Yes, like I said, in Draconic, he just says, just in the most like just the most wholesome way, just hello.
She looks around at all of you, is giving a couple of frequent glances over Marcos's direction.
He's just smiling. Like there is like a beaming smile coming off of him, just like hello.
And in Draconic, she asks, who are you people?
I'm Marcos.
I'm Tylum.
Grabbing.
And that's Hezro. Like points to the gnome.
Hezra waves. She looks around and reads the situation, kind of loosens the draw on the arrow a little bit, takes the arrow, puts it back in the quiver.
Listen, we're actually here in some business, so I mean, it would be kind of nice if you are with who we think you're with to talk to your people.
That's a way of putting
Saying
it.
this Draconic.
I can take you there, but I am not sure how they will greet you. But if you wish to try,
Well, if they're fans of trade deals,
she kind of looks quizzingly at you and just says, "Follow me."
Before we follow you, though, can I inquire something, please?
Sure.
Do you know what caused that? I point to the body.
Okay,
It's
interesting question.
many people in the village call it the Iron Tyrant.
The Iron
Iron
Kid?
Tyrant.
Tyrant?
must be the thing that Boz told us about.
There
Mm,
used to be a human structure down that way, and she points in a direction. Not many people went in and out of it, and they let us be. However, one day the entrance just smashed open, and a metal man, large claws that etched with lightning, came out and
That's how it happened.
killed without remorse.
Has he been tormenting your people?
We have tried to stay inside in the confines of our village. We have people who can use magic to stave him off temporarily, but I'm afraid those people are going to be dying soon.
Well, that's why we want to talk to your people. We can help
You're here
Exchange.
to...
in exchange for trade.
Are you here to deal with the tyrant?
We
Yeah.
can?
She
We
kind of... She has a slight smile to her face now. The chieftain will want to hear this. Follow me immediately.
Okay.
Lead the way.
And she makes her way through the swamp at a more of a brisk pace.
In
I-
common, he's gonna mutter,
Good job mentioning that, Marcos. I completely forgotten.
Mm-hmm. So,
Didn't realize that maybe we were dealing with the same thing that Boss might have told us about. Probably the same thing that got that guy back there.
it did. You heard what she said? Claws with lightning?
Oh, yeah, but I didn't see any burns on the guy. Did you?
There were
Yes.
scorch marks.
Yeah, there were scorch marks around the claw marks.
Hmm.
I think the
I
sun
was
got into
thinking
your
more
eyes a little
fire,
too much.
but I guess that electricity could burn.
Well, electricity makes fire.
It can, but it's not always the same.
Mm-mm.
Regardless, let's just follow her.
So the deal is, for exchange of what we need from them, we kill the tyrant.
Well, we need to specify what we need from them.
Yeah, I know that much.
We need the weapons. Hopefully they know where they are.
You know, your boss seems to be quite the interesting fellow. I would like to meet him.
Well,
He
you
would like to
probably
meet
will.
you.
You're certainly an interesting thing yourself. Maybe
Mhm.
he'd have something to help you out, or at least get you more comfortable with the world. So,
Maybe.
He's usually very sensible.
either way, though, this seems to be the way to go.
I mean, we're following her. She can navigate this a lot better than I can. I know forests well, but not swamps.
Also, she's silver. It's quite rare to see a silver.
Is it?
From my time, it was rare. They were
How
around.
rare?
Wait, you've seen
Well-
dragons?
Well, not dragons per se, but I have seen the half dragons. Yes. It's just
How many
quite-
legs do dragons have?
From what my father told me, 4.
They do have legs.
They have 4 legs,
Oh,
All right, you got me.
but like
Fair enough.
silver is rare though. I've heard like gold and red, but silver would be odd to see on this. Like, you only see them in the bigger cities.
Hmm?
Might they live in cities?
Why would they live in cities?
Well, I guess the draconic cities, perhaps. And I guess we're just not used to that kind of thinking.
We're so used to this place.
Yeah, been raised here pretty much all our lives.
It's
Yay
interesting
for
how
discrimination.
1500 years could change where people live.
Yeah, well, Mom and Dad thought it living here was a good idea.
The dwarves are nice.
Yeah, they're all right. Cool people.
I would also like to meet a dwarf.
Good drinks too.
Another one.
Wait, another one. Have you not met the first? No. Well, I guess you briefly met one. You don't really get to know their culture from just one, though.
No, I do not believe you can.
Well, anyway, we should get moving before we lose her. She's
Hmm.
walking faster than we are.
I've been walking and talking.
She's literally so far
Oh, yeah.
ahead.
I forgot kobolds tend to move a little slower.
I don't move. I speed walk.
He walks at his normal walking speed is like faster than her like trying to walk
No,
like
my
speed walk.
movement speed is 30. What's yours?
Mine's 50.
Oh.
He's a monk.
It's
Yours.
50.
Right, I
So-
forgot that.
That's why
I've
he's
been
like,
proven wrong.
he's just like yes.
I bow
He
down
thinks
to
he-
the fast
It would be
movement
really
speed.
funny if every base human from ancient times was just a monk and they all walk that fast, so he just thinks this is what humans are.
Like-
So, as you all are following and catching up, you see as you kind of approach near what is a cluster of large tents made of various leathers and skins. What is essentially a wall of half dragon and dragonborn, and even the occasional kobold tribal looking warriors. With a more muscular silver half dragon adult standing in front of them.
You
And
know,
as you begin to catch up and make your way, she
now there's
the
2 of
half
them.
dragon you were talking to looks up and says, "They are here to negotiate about dealing with the tyrant." And the large man, who is dressed in very kind of leadership style tattoos and scavenged shoulder plates and a massive great axe on his back, just looks at her. I'll deal with it. Get inside. But get inside. Go.
Wait, can
And
Hezro
she-
even understand what we're saying?
Let me check.
I guess I do not blame him for
She
being,
does.
She
for being,
doesn't?
She does.
Okay.
yay, we all speak Draconic.
Woo.
And the half dragon man looks at all of you. Who are you?
Ah, well,
Hi, I'm Marcos.
yeah, we're doing this again. Hi, I'm Graven.
I'm Tylum.
That's
It's-
Ezra.
Hezra waves.
It's always nice to introduce yourselves.
Well, yeah, but, you know, I guess a whole unit name or something. I don't know.
We'll
Figure it out
think on
later.
it.
Unit name?
Forget it. Not right now. Anyway, hi. Yeah, we, as she had said, I assume she's related to you. We are here to negotiate something. So if you're willing to actually partake in a little give and take, you have a problem. We have, something we're looking for. We get something we're looking for, we can take care of your problem, or vice versa. Probably vice versa. Take care of your problem first, and then you help us with our thing.
He is, as you are talking to him, he's not even looking at you. He is giving like a really mean looking stink eye over to Marcos.
To Marcos?
Yes.
He just looks at him, just like his head's like cocked to the side, like like puzzled, like, oh, like it just like hits him. Oh, that's why.
looks
Yeah,
down at
he
you,
doesn't-
grab it.
Like he switches to common for a moment.
He doesn't exactly like you, because he doesn't really know you. Like, humans aren't great around here.
That's what I meant by it just hit me why he wasn't
mhm,
like
yeah.
it. He didn't.
What is
he'll-
it you look for?
We're looking for
He looks at the big man.
We're looking for a
Nope.
cache of weapons.
You're talking about the ones the invaders had in their possession.
Yeah, probably stored in crates or barrels of the sort.
I know where they are.
Okay, cool.
They are mine.
hmm
They are
However,
my people's.
however, if you'd like us to take care of this tyrant for you, we're gonna need those.
One of the dragonborns, a black dragonborn, kind of walks up and says in Draconic, "This could be a real good opportunity. Throw more people at it, it might eventually die." I see your point.
Counterpoint. What if we win? Do you actually intend on making good with a deal?
If you survive and bring me proof of the tyrant's demise,
Mm-hmm.
the boxes are yours. And
Okay,
you may leave with them.
fair enough. And I assume that it wouldn't be harmful that after we destroy it and provide proof, perhaps we can share a meal or something before we head back? The swamps I don't imagine are very safe.
Let me think on it. But
We'll
the
see
time
how you
return-
feel after it's destroyed.
Yes.
All right.
Good.
You wouldn't happen to have 3 arrows, would you?
That's not really super important.
Well, if we're going against a giant metal man, I would like to have more ammo.
You watch the man go and grab 3 arrows out of like another kobold's quiver who's just standing there. He has his bow on his back and he has like 2 daggers drawn and he's like very frantically looking at the 4 of you, just like, yes.
Whenever he looks over at Marcos just waves, like smiling.
And Marcos starts the entire introduction over again.
He
He takes 3 arrows out of the kobold's quiver and just tosses them at your feet.
She picks him up.
Best
Yeah,
of luck to you.
Could have gone with your
Thanks.
namesake and made more, but yeah, whatever.
Well, I
Do
don't
not
think
come
he's-
back until the job is done.
Of
Yes,
course.
sir.
But we do have a promise that the deal will be held.
You questioning my honor.
I've dealt with a lot of people who backtrack their words. If you're good for it, you're good for it. But I'd like a worded promise, because I promised to take care of that thing.
Well, the silver dragonborn, or half dragon, walks his way up, gets on one knee, looks you eye to eye. I am not most people. Deal
That's
with my
good.
problem, and I will help you with yours.
Marcos is just kind of wide-eyed, like, oh.
Now go. You test my patience.
Very well.
We'll head off then.
Kai, see if you can start tracking this thing.
He has his hand crossbow across his shoulder.
Sure, let's just go back to where we found the prince.
Do we have a name to address you by, so we're not gonna offend you by saying large silver half dragon?
You may call me Chief Steeljaw. And about this
Steeljaw.
time, you actually notice that his actual bottom jaw has been, like, a metal plate has been forcibly installed onto it.
Oh,
That sounds like a story.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty metal.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Huh.
god.
Metal's a good thing.
Ha.
It's a good term.
ha.
I'm leaving. I'm gonna
not
go
good.
back and start
Whatever the
tracking.
fuck. Let's go.
I
This
disown
way.
you.
Ha. Ha. Also, I'm surprised he did what he did. Raven.
How so?
Hmm.
You would never catch a half dragon kneeling down to anyone. They are very prideful, so
Well,
it's
it's-
surprising.
I feel like he was more getting on our level.
I feel like that's also the sense. If you're making a deal, it's good to look someone in the eye.
I mean, I feel like it'd be a bigger deal if he actually got lower than the two of us.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty big thing. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we can ask him about what that culturally means when we get
It-
back.
Have a
It's
little
still
more
surprising.
friends to him. He doesn't seem like the type to like questions.
Well, not to strangers, no. But maybe we can make a little bit more of a friendly arrangement between them and the boss.
I can also see the hatred toward humans coming from him.
Yeah,
Well, we kind of got
Probably-
screwed over by them.
yeah, that's not incorrect. Around here, Marcos, humans treat dragonborn and lizard folk and kobolds
Anything
like
with
shit.
scales.
Anything with scales. And I imagine back at the other continent, it's pretty much vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what vice versa means, right?
Yes, I know what vice versa means.
Okay. That's a really old term then.
It is.
Either way, though, it's
So is cobalt. That's also an old term.
It's an old
It's
term.
never- yes, it's not changed.
well, it's an old race.
It's an old,
Mm.
very old race.
Well, then
Do you
humans
even
an
know
even
where we're
older
going?
term.
Are we looking around for tracks here? I don't see
I
anything.
thought we were going
I'm
back to the
looking-
body.
Going back
So-
to where the body is, so I can look at the
So-
tracks there.
You go back and you look around and you find that obvious trail of blood you discovered before and start to follow that pathway instead and making your way as you also see, like, you feel in the swamp water those boot prints sink deep into the muck.
How far is Tylum having to reach down into the water to feel the tracks?
You have to get underwater.
I get under the water and I just start feeling the tracks.
So
Better you than me.
How about
As you
you get down here?
I'm not the tracker.
No, yeah.
as you continue your way down, and as you tread through the swamp, the smell of the wetlands and animals quickly changes to that of decay and rot. In the distance, just a little bit ways down, you see a decently sized stone castle, partially sunken in the back, where the portcullis, the front large wooden gate, has been shattered outward. The shards of the wood that remain from it now scattered along the swamp floor, along with a collection of bodies that just, the blood has seeped away from this area, just leaving the bodies of individuals who are all in gray robes.
Tylum, who is now covered in mud and decay, shakes herself off as she looks over the scene.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh,
Anyone who wants to can actually make me an investigation check.
Marcos is always curious, so of course he's always going to make
I
an
assist
investigation
my
check.
brother.
I got a dirty 20.
I'm glad I roll. I'm assisting.
Grabbing?
Gavin?
Give me a second.
Okay.
What was that check again?
Investigation. You're making it with advantage because Tyler was helping you.
Sweet.
Tylen knows where her strengths are, and it's sure as fuck not investigation.
We have a 16 on the die and a 10 on the die. That's gonna be 20 total.
So 2 dirty 20s. As you're looking around the scene, these bodies, they're all the same kind of gray robe. And on the back of these robes, you see in a white circle is a winged sword with 2 pairs of wings, one at the tip of the blade and then one at the guard.
So,
guessing-
can you
I'm guessing I
describe the
also
symbol
see this.
again?
The symbol is a circle with a sword in the center of it, with a pair of wings both at the tip of the blade and at the guard.
Would Graben notice or recognize this rather?
You
I
would
recognize
not.
it.
Marcos, make me a history check.
Oh
At
shit!
disadvantage.
At advantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. I was about to say. Aw, that loses me out on a net 20. History check at disadvantage. It's because he was in the pod for a while, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Can
a
I
sweet
smack him on the
16.
head? To see
He
if that
is
jogs
still
my memory?
Um,
Sweet 16.
You actually recognize the symbol.
Oh.
It looks awfully familiar to the symbol of the people who put you in that pod in the first place.
Marcos, like his cheery self, when he looks at the symbol and you see the light bulb go off, suddenly he runs cold. Like, it looks like he starts shivering a little
Hey,
because
hey,
of how cold he is.
are you okay? Are you good?
It's them.
It's who?
I was hoping we, like, you see him like trying to gather himself. I was hoping I wouldn't see them here.
Who?
And
This is the same. That symbol right there, like he points to it.
Mhm.
They're the
About it.
same. They're the same group that put me in that chamber.
exactly the same or something like it.
It's there's no mistaking that symbol.
And these bodies are fresh, Cameron?
They're about 1 to 2 weeks old.
Wait, so these people who locked you up, like,
They can't
years
be.
ago, still exist?
It can't be. It's been 1,500 years. They shouldn't even be around anymore. Why is the project still here?
The project?
He's gonna investigate the bodies, like see if like they have anything on them.
Yeah, Graben will also do this.
Like it is
While
like
they're doing this,
frantic searching for like anything.
while they're doing this, Cam, can I do a perception check to see if there's any dangers around while they're both distracted?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check. But you two with your dirty 20 investigations, as you kind of look around, you start checking through all the bodies. All of the bodies have a medallion that has that same symbol on it.
Oh, no.
Why? Why are they still around?
Well, I mean, if they had a reason to stop you, I guess they had an overall goal. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they had long-term goals. Or maybe this is an entirely different group who found the symbol of a long disbanded group and decided to use something like it because it looked really interesting.
They tend to do that sometimes.
They do that sometimes. It's called plagiarism.
That's the thing, though. This organization, there, no, very few people would know of it. There's nobody that could copy this. They are very secluded.
Cam, because I haven't been able to tell you the number yet, can I see that there's medallions on them?
Yes, you do see that there are medallions on them.
Grab it and toss me a medallion. I'll hold on to it.
I'll take a few. Don't worry about it.
Why?
To look
And then-
into it later.
As you all are kind of divvying out
18.
medallions. There are a total of 10 medallions that if you want to distribute among yourselves. But as you're distributing the medallions, you hear the sound
18 perception.
metal scraping against stone coming from inside this stone castle.
Well, it makes sense what their tyrant is. It's one of the projects, projects. Yes, clever name, isn't it?
Can Tylum see, by chance, a glimpse of the tyrant at all?
You cannot. It seems to be deeper into the actual castle itself.
I'd rather we draw it out than go in after it.
I don't think that's an option. I mean, I suppose you could make a really big noise and pull it out, but I mean, honestly, would we have any better chance out here than we would in there?
I would think so.
What, do you think the water will slow it down?
Possibly slow it down. I mean, we can walk across the fucking water.
I guess it's worth a try.
Besides, Hedzo runs around whenever she does her shit. I need to be way far back so it doesn't hit me. We got a monk over here that throws his limbs around. That thing looks ready to collapse, and you go around poking shit. I think
Well,
a wider
I don't-
space would be better.
I don't poke shit, I shoot shit, thank you.
Right.
Well, forgive me, but I was not expecting to find the project after 1,500 years.
Look, Marcos, tell you what. I know this is probably really confusing to you. Do you want to know more about it?
All I know is that their little experiment here cannot, go Roman anymore.
Later on.
On
You can
top
look
of
into
that, though, maybe our boss can help you with that. He kind of specializes in underground shit.
If he found anything, it would be surprising. They were that
It would be
secretive.
surprising.
It would be
But
extremely
maybe
surprising.
he has people who could look into it. He's got
Mhm.
a lot of ties.
He also has his finger in a lot of pies.
I'm sorry, finger in a lot of. He just
It's a term. It's an expression.
It means you have your hand in every activity around that would be more than lucrative.
Okay, but why would you have your finger in everyone's pie?
It's so
It's
you have
just-
a little piece of pie of every pie that's made.
Yeah,
It
you lick your
applies that-
fingers, then you
I
do it
guess.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but anyway, all I can tell you from this organization is you can never tell what their experiment is going to be, other than it's going to bring strife.
Look, this is what we know so far. It's fucking big, and has claws with lightning.
It's going to be dangerous.
Well, that's kind of a
Like-
given. Did you see the body?
No, more dangerous than probably what you're used to.
Thanks back to the time we almost had a TPK.
He wouldn't know that.
Look, we've almost died before. Eh. And not,
Wow.
oh, it was a brush with death for everyone.
Well,
No, literally
since-
2 of us died.
Yeah, well, hang on. All right, slow your roll a little bit. Don't scare him away. What we could do, first of all, is that we could go ahead and see what lures him out. I mean, failing everything, I can.
Well, do you have any ideas, or should I just go with what
Give me a
seems like...
second. She tried leaving the server.
Does
I
she
don't
need to
have
invite
an.
back?
Yes, she does. No, wait, hang on, I got it. To Sari. Sari, where are you? Invite. So I've re-invited her to the server. She's back in.
All right, let me go ahead and give her back her privileges.
But failing everything,
Mm-hmm.
I would think that I probably am one of the fastest. I don't know, Marcos. How fast can you move? Not that I want to put your life in danger. I'm a little bit more skilled at not getting
No,
caught.
if it involves the project, it needs to be destroyed instant, fast.
What if we tried
Like-
collapsing the building on top of it? Or wait,
Sari?
pause.
Sari?
Sari?
Sari!
Can you hear us, Boo?
I can hear her. She's clicking.
Yeah, I can hear her.
I heard you guys for like
Oh,
1
there
minute.
she is!
Yeah! Fucking back! Welcome back!
Discord sucks. Discord sucks.
I bet it's a new
Discord
update that
sucks.
fucked her over.
Oh no.
Or now can she not hear us again?
She heard us for 1 minute.
Oh, come on!
Well, I can hear her.
Yeah, I can hear her. We can all hear her. I can hear the fucking seagulls over where she is. More ambiance, even though we're not near any ocean.
All right. So while that's being troubleshot, what are you guys doing?
Well, depending on which one we use faster, we can try going in and luring it out, or we could try doing something out here that would have it, excuse me, that would have it come out.
Oh.
Like, he's just going to like take a few steps forward, and he's just going to like yell and see if that gets its attention. Like, he's just gonna just go, "Hey!"
Grabbin's gonna hide.
Tylen's gonna hide.
That's a cocked eye. That's a 13 plus 6. That's 19 total.
Alright.
19 total?
Stealth.
All right.
So that's a 17 total.
So Marcos, I need you to roll me a D or roll me a performance check.
23.
23. So you just shout into the entrance, "Hey!" And it echoes and continues to echo as the two other people go into hiding.
Hey, Marco, maybe try hiding too.
Are you just gonna stand there?
That is a 14 for stealth.
What about Hezro,
14
Cam?
for stealth.
No,
Don't forget Hezro.
I do need to roll for Hezro.
I am terrible at hiding.
Okay. So, as all of you, you get nice and hidden. You watch this large, metallic, armored figure. Probably around 11, 12 foot tall. Just stumble its way out slowly. Every step, you hear a loud thud. As the construct makes its way out to the entrance. It is completely covered in armor, and it has a helmet piece with two kind of glass ocular lenses that just step out to the entrance, looks around for a second.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on it before we start initiative?
Right, so you're gonna try and stealthily cast Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
I want my surprise round.
I mean, if you're gonna do your thing, you might well just wow. It's standing right there in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do my thing.
All right,
do
that's
my
going to
monk
be
thing.
to stealthily cast Hunter's Mark, Cam. That's going to be a 21.
All right, so you're still stealthed. As you cast the Hunter's Mark, just very subtly, the green, kind of magical and traces of nature, kind of start to cover this thing's legs and eventually its torso, and it just does not seem to notice.
Can we attack it now?
Can we attack it now?
Yes, I'm going to.
It is about to turn around and walk back inside.
Can...
Pew 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 pew
Phew, we're
pew.
firing. I'm rolling my initiative.
Pew.
I'm attacking.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative. You guys have a surprise round. I will get the music set up.
That's a cock die. Stop going
Wait,
in the
what
cock
is math?
zone.
Wait, what is math?
That is much better.
Okay.
Not a better roll, but better.
All right, I posted my initiative. I rolled a 22.
Damn, you also got a 22? That's hot, bro.
I'll let you go first, man. I need you to go first to damage it before me because of
This is fair.
yeah.
I can definitely damage it.
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna smack its booty. Its iron booty. Also, do any of you guys know how to roll back Discord?
How to what?
Roll back Discord, as if you updated and then you need to roll it back.
Not sure.
I don't
I wonder
even
if
know
it's
what
in
that
Windows settings.
means.
So, like, you're going to a previous version.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Here is the initiative order. So Graben also got a 22.
I'm letting Grab and go first. Why? Because I want this to hurt.
All right, so Graben, you are first. You see this thing, and it is just about to turn around and start making its way back into the castle.
He's gonna come out of his hiding spot.
Mhm.
And he's gonna go ahead and do his pew 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 thing. He's gonna steady this little crossbow he's got in his hands, a light crossbow. He's gonna take a shot.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
All right, let's go ahead and roll to hit at advantage because I'm hitting. We had a 16 plus 6, 22 total to hit.
22 hits, roll damage.
Cool. Great. I forgot how you do crit specifically. Do you just double dice, double mods?
Yes, W dice. Oh, because you're an assassin, that's why.
Yes.
I was like, wait a second, how'd you crit in them, like, subclasses?
Subclasses.
Gotta love subclasses.
I
That
love
was
it.
rogue.
Double
Assassin's
that
just
dice.
good. Alright, so it's 1d6, 1d8. For the meantime, anyway. Wait a second, I'm a level 4 rogue. How do I only have 1d6? I should have 2d6. That's not right.
You're not rogue enough.
I am absolutely rogue enough.
Are you
Yeah.
rogue enough?
I'm a multi-class.
You're not rogue enough.
I'm definitely at 2 dice. There's no way. I know rogue better
Level
than that.
4 rogue?
Yeah, level 4 rogue should be 2d6 because it's half your level.
Yes, it should. Let me double check that real fast.
I just think my software didn't update it.
I think you're just not rogue enough. I think that's the issue.
Bro, do you even rogue?
Bro does not rogue.
At level 4, yeah, it's 2d6. So just go ahead and just do the. Since it's a critical hit, it'll be 4d6.
All right. So let's see. That's a 333, and it's not fantastic. Well, no, actually, the light made it darker. So that was 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 10 is 22 plus dex of 4. 26 damage total. Non-magical piercing, because I don't have the magical weapon anymore.
So, as you jump out, fire this bolt, it doesn't seem to have as much effect as you'd like, as the bolt kind of hits and hits, but it doesn't like go all the way into a particular like crevice in the armor. And as it gets damaged, you see this thing's head turn 180 degrees and stare directly at you.
He's dodging into the tree again. Hi.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I Vaxel Dan out of this bitch. Natural 20, let's go.
Natural 20. So you manage to get yourself hidden. This thing turns its entire body around without changing its head from the entire position, as it is just now scanning every single part of the clearing, just looking for something.
Oh boy. I'm gonna
Okay,
get so
so
fucked.
Real quick, Sari's working on literally every other server. Could we make a side chat and try that and see if it works for
Didn't
her?
we already try that though?
Well, we did not like a side chat within the server. I'm talking like a group chat, just temporarily until we figure out what the issue is.
Guess
'Cause I
called
know she wants to be-
another technical issue break.
Well, it shouldn't be too bad. It's
It
just
shouldn't be
creating
too
a
bad. We
group
can just
chat
quickly
moving
swap
forward.
over. I will go ahead and just make like a call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
will-
don't know about the budget bot though.
The budget bot's not coming, dude.
Yeah, the budget
Yeah, it
bot's
won't
not
be able to
coming.
go.
You guys will have to play your own music, and we will just have to.
Well, I'll pull
okay with
it
that.
because the issue is I have to play the music
Yeah.
for the recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just do a group call and see if she can join that.
Okay.
Let me adjust the music here. Just pull me in. And I'll have to readjust volumes.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm going to miss the music.
I know you are.
Okay, there we go.
All right, I've created a group DM. I'm going to create a call. Okay.
Sari?
Siri?
Sari?
Hmm.
Well, maybe she hasn't joined yet. You there? Don't tell me it's just with us.
I think it's just with us.
It can't be. That would be... What? What?
It's
What do
not
you mean
connecting
it's
her.
Oh, she's queued for the call, but she's not able to join quite yet, so she's not actually in here. Well, it's working on other servers for her, so I'm not sure.
Discord does weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a server that I know works. We could temporarily use that one. And it's got JSpot.
Well, something tells me if it's not working here and it's not working in the other one.
Well, she said it was working in other places.
But was she hopping in with other people?
That's what she said.
Or maybe we can try it.
I'm gonna confirm with her first before we start moving around even more. because she and I were really fucking hyped for the game today. I love this campaign.
Technical difficulties.
But
It's funny,
what's
like,
the fucking?
I might actually debate on listening through all this again and editing out these parts, just to make it like less
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
our listeners.
Oh,
Yes,
so
sir.
you probably want to do that because I did spoil a little bit about my character, so yeah, you might want to do that.
Okay, she thinks Discord's down in her area.
So this isn't gonna help.
No.
No.
Mm.
No.
Well, we have two options: wait, or call it here and start combat next time.
We did already get an attack off. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because she said it was working. Let's see. Because.
Sometimes when Discord goes down, it's like a slow decline into shitville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it works on every server, even. It's really important. She might be talking to the person right now.
I think she's talking to customer support for Discord.
Yeah, she's on the line for that. Oh, okay. So you said it was working. It was not working. So it's not working at all for her.
Okay.
Sorry then, my bad. I thought she said it was working, which she did, which was weird. That's a bummer.
All right. So
I have music for us though, just in case. Here's something that we'll play, just in case.
Well, I already have music going.
Well, it's important that you listen to it at least.
Wait, do you really want me to play this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, for those who are sticking around to listen to the mess of conversation we're having for technical difficulties.
I would say you need to put this at the end of the video, you know? Just like put these parts at the end of the video.
So here's I have an idea, and I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this out here.
Mm-hmm.
We get together next Wednesday,
Mhm.
and
I'm okay with this, no matter what. I love playing this game. So
I mean, we're
well,
already not
Like
quite
I said, my only thing is the fact we've already started the fight.
combat.
yeah, we can finish combat without her. Like combat's not the super heavy thing. Like we can
But it's
go
after
and
combat.
explore the castle.
The only thing it's
Yeah.
heavy for is for Marcos at the moment, but that's
Mhm.
fine.
all right.
It's
So
fine.
we will go ahead and we will continue combat. We'll get it finished up, and that is where we will go ahead and end the recording afterwards.
All right, that sounds like
All
a
right.
plan then.
Yeah,
Sorry
should we
for
hop back
all
in?
the stuff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop back in.
This is gonna be so fun to edit.
Oh yeah, I imagine.
Okay, where the hell is that server?
Ah, I can't hear
Wait.
you.
Siri!
Okay. Well, I can hear her.
Siri can hear us.
I don't.
She can't
Try
hear us. Though.
joining me in Codiums if you can hear me.
We
Just
can.
to check
In
something.
CoDMs.
Mhm.
Can you do it, Temp?
Give. Yeah, I can do it. Go ahead and give Cam a heads
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna give Cams a head up. All right, so Siri,
All right.
who has been on
right.
the line, she kind of hopped in and could hear us. They're gonna test it in CoDMs,
Okay.
so she might be able to join us.
Oh, time to listen to more technical difficulties.
Do 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 do. Glitch in the system.
Yeah, Kinsey. There is one clip, like
Uh-huh.
during that first 5-minute breaks, you might want to cut out and just saying you might want to cut out.
You want to know? I need to block out, Mark.
It's just if you don't want like
I'm gonna
spoilers
hear
for
it. You better.
It's character spoilers, you know, like
Ah, character spoilers.
Character
Yeah.
spoilers, yeah.
yeah.
Character spoilers. You know, Mark, it's people like you that make me have to listen to 3 hours of audio.
Oh wow. Wow. Because I figured you like turned off the recording for a minute.
No,
but
I
then you had
don't
it
do
rolling.
that.
I've actually found the source of the issue.
What
she
is it?
She cannot connect to southern servers. So could you change the region of the server to Pacific? Or like
Wait, it's a server issue.
it is it's a server pathing issue, a much more complicated thing. She can connect to other servers because she also can't connect to War of Hearts, which is also a Texas-based server. So the connection between the Canadian servers and the Texan servers, somewhere along that path, it's down.
The
But
South will rise again.
she can connect to the Californian server. Very funny. But she can connect to the Californian servers, and I could as well. So the pathing works there, and the lag really isn't all that bad. You know how to change the server's region?
Yes, I have these regions. I have Central, East, South, and West.
You should be doing a Western.
West, U.S. West. Okay. Doing that.
And we'll
So
just
it might
change it
just
after
connect-
Cam.
Oh boy.
You should have. Yep, there it goes.
We're
So
good.
it did that.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go for her.
Now she should hop in and see if it works.
How does
Cam,
it feel
if
to
you-
be
Cam,
on the western coast now?
If you don't name
Ow,
it,
I
I know.
feel
I'm
Yeah,
where my
yeah.
snip daddy is.
No,
Dude,
no.
hey, I got some extra sunscreen on my head still. Yeah, brother.
Cameron,
Yeah.
if you can't come up with a name, I'm calling this episode Technical Difficulties.
Please do.
Hey!
Siri.
I'm
Hey!
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We're gonna.
Fuck.
Okay. We're gonna go for a little bit longer than
And then
usual.
Discord crashes.
No.
that's just
No.
a-
Shut up. No.
And I'm like, oh, guys, I've been
wait.
in this
If
Alright.
what he says comes to pass, can we give him a negative inspiration next session?
Yes.
Get the
Okay.
DM.
Okay.
If
All right. All
If
right.
it
All
comes
right.
to pass,
So,
Better not
Siri,
come to
can you
pass.
hear us?
Yes, I can. I can hear you perfectly. It's so
Hell
clear.
yeah, Mr. Krabs. Okay. So, party, just to catch up to speed real quick, because right now we're in combat. The
Marco's
party
got
went to go negotiate.
PTSD.
Yeah, Marcos has got PTSD. They went to the Dragonborn tribes, negotiated a deal to get the weapons, and they're currently fighting this construct that the half-dragons or dragonkin are calling the Iron Tyrant, and they are fighting that right now.
And everyone rolled for a surprise round, and right now we're doing the surprise round.
You're doing a surprise round right now. We are going to be going for a little longer than usual due to technical difficulties.
I'm
and
so
also
sorry.
This,
I will-
You're fine.
It's
I
fine.
will roll. Are we rolling stealth for a surprise round? Because I'm about to take the surprise round away from you.
We already rolled for you. You're good.
You're
You're
good.
good.
Cam rolled for you.
Yes. It's
Also,
the one time I didn't roll that.
Hmm. And also, so that way you have some idea of the PTSD. Marcos realized the building we found housed the group called The Project. They were the same people. They were the group that had locked him in stasis in that chamber. And this is one of their experiments.
Yes. And Hezro, you've watched this thing as it's about to turn back into the stone castle. Graben just shot a crossbow bolt at it, and this thing's head turned 180 degrees and just stared at where Graben was. Graben
Graben
hid, and this thing is still kind of scanning around. Tylum, you are up.
All right. I cannot do what Graben does and duck out of the way. But I'm gonna step out, and I am going to. I can only fire once, but I gotta make it count.
What did I get on initiative?
Yeah, you're on initiative. I didn't roll good for your initiative, though.
It's all good. I have a +6.
With that, that's going to be a. That's gonna be a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Fuck yeah.
Plus your hunter's mark.
Yeah, my hunter's mark, and plus also Colossus Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's a D8, and a D8, and a D6. Shake it all about. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 20 damage, Cameron. Magical.
Okay. 20 damage.
Yep.
Even though it is still magical, it does not hit as hard as you expected. As this
I hate it.
crossbow bolt hits into the construct itself, and you're standing there, this thing snaps its direction and its gaze to look at you, and you just hear this very slow, you help me.
Huh?
And that is the end of your
Moral
turn.
dilemma.
Marcos, it's your turn.
Like as he hears this, like Marcos, you know, his cheery self is suddenly very serious because he knows what is going on.
And he
I'm
looks at the
going
kobolds,
to-
they're just both confused, like, what?
Like nostril flare, you know, just. So, that is a 19 to hit with that unarmed strike.
19 hits.
Okay. I can't remember. Do I get my action and bonus action this round? or no?
You do. Since it is the surprise round, so you do your action, and your bonus action.
Okay, fantastic. So let's first do this.
Your first unarmed strike.
That's 5 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do flurry of blows.
All right. So go ahead and make 2 more attacks.
So does an 18 hit?
An 18 just hits.
Okay, and the other one was a dirty 20. So
Yeah, both of those hit.
all right.
No, technical difficulties
That's-
actually work.
That's 11 damage from that.
How much?
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're going in, you see this thing, and you know what this thing is, and you run up to it, and you focus all your attacks on this thing, just trying to bring it down, and your fists are starting to hurt as you're trying to get your punches in, but you just keep going, and you're smacking this thing down, and it looks slightly confused, but you also see it getting frustrated.
So my special move, you know, special,
Special
like
move.
yeah. Behold my special move as I drunken technique. Whoop, 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 whoop. Disengage.
I hate it.
When you use Flurry of Blows, you gain the benefit of the disengage action.
And my walking speed is increased by 10 feet.
Like, so I'm gonna just hit
We
Tyler.
don't need a barbarian. We have a distraction.
As
So
you-
after he does that, it's like, hey.
So you just like, and then quickly run back as this thing, his gaze is like locked on you, like you.
Run 60 feet.
Oh, don't leave.
I'm in danger.
It's like,
Hezro,
Hey.
it's your turn.
How do we help you? What can we do?
by
it-
killing him.
It does not seem to. It seems to be locked onto Marcos right now.
Oh, okay.
Hezro will step out bravely.
He's the shortest of the
This
bunch.
thing can
Steps
eat you.
up bravely.
And she will cast mage armor on herself.
Hezro is now the new tank, guys. Aside from 1d4 bravery damage, but she's the new tank.
So Hezro, as you cast the mage armor, the appearance of just the magical arcane energy starting to envelop you, almost like a kind of extra layer of protection as you walk just right in front of this thing. How close are you getting?
I'm getting within like 20 feet where I'm like, where I can like run away with my 35 movement speed and fastest gnome in the West.
Okay.
With my hands up, kind of waving at it.
It's not even a slow movement. You see its head and its body completely snap in your direction and look at you directly as you step in front of it.
How do we help you? What can we do?
And you just hear, and you see as this happens, some of the steam starts to kind of seep out of the cracks of the armor.
You know, I have a feeling the best way to help it is by killing it.
How much of my movement did I use up by stepping forward?
15.
Oh,
Well, that's with Hezro's hands up in the air and her tiny short feet, she kind of waddles back another 20.
Who's the closest to the iron
Further,
tyrant right
like
now?
she's trying to like make a nice like triangular kind of thing, so it either goes after her or Tylum or someone else.
Okay,
but,
I
like-
see how it is.
tell us
It's
how we
currently
can help you.
locked
We want
eyes
to help
on me.
you. Please, let us help you.
All right, is that going to be your turn?
She's trying to persuade it, trying to like see if she can resolve this non-lethally.
It does not seem like your words are getting through to him.
Wonderful. Then the best thing I could have done was to mage armor myself. Just in case.
Top of the round, Cam.
Yep, that's the end of my turn then. I'm staying within range of. I'll try to stay within 30 range of Tylum just in case.
Okay. That is the surprise round is over. Grab and you are back up.
Hit him
Cool.
again!
I have to double check something. I still have advantage against him because he hasn't gone yet, as far as I'm aware.
No, he hasn't.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So, let's go ahead and roll again at advantage. Double advantage. It doesn't actually exist, but we'll do it anyway. That's 18 on the die. Did I get a crit? I did not. Sad days. Oh well, that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
Since I have advantage, that's a sneak attack die. Yo, that's a pretty hefty hit. That's gonna be a. Let's see, that's 8, 4, 5, 9 plus 8, 17 plus 4, math. 21 damage.
All right, so you deal your damage. It doesn't really seem like anything you guys have done yet has the full impact of the attacks and blows.
Words
It
of
just
the
seems to. Every time one of you hits it, it just it shrugs it off, and you see just a little bit more steam just seeping out of another part of its armor.
17 total to hide again with a bonus action.
Okay, you are stealth.
And I imagine moving to a new location that way he doesn't keep going to the same
Yeah.
spot.
Tylum, you're up.
Alright. That's going to be a. I can do math. 25.
25 hits.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage. And
19
another
That's
arrow.
a lot of damage.
All right, so you fire, and once again, just that energy doesn't dig as deep. The arrow doesn't pierce as into the armor as you'd like, but
Why couldn't you be a flesh golem instead?
Is that gonna be your turn?
Yep. That's
All right.
my entire turn.
Marcos, your turn.
Level 4.
All right. All right. So, I'm Cameron.
Yes.
My final move. You know what it is.
Well, what is your final move?
Look at my limited use, and you shall see my final move. It's my secret ninjutsu.
Oh,
Never
God.
say that again.
I know.
Can we just
I
throw
heard.
him at the Iron Tyrant?
I died a bit on the inside when I said that.
So go ahead and say what you're doing.
I'm going to do the Radiant Soul.
Okay.
Radiant
So-
Soul.
You all watch as Marcos's skin and eyes begin to glow, and the smell of rotten decay is oddly replaced with the smell of that of a fine wine. And you're just, oh, this is a really relaxing smell. And you look over, and
Immediately suspicious noises.
you see Marcos. His eyes are glowing this bright, vibrant grape purple. His hands and his skin slightly glow with an aura, and he has two glowing purplish wings on his back.
You are keeping me from doing my purpose here on this planet. For that, you must be destroyed.
Mm.
And he is going to do what probably nobody in any of your campaigns, Cameron, has probably done. He's going to do the dodge action as his bonus action with a key point.
Okay.
Did he get close to the thing so it actually wants to hit
Yeah,
him?
I moved 30 feet over while flying, you know.
So it's currently, you're flying and in the air, correct?
Yeah, I'm flying in the air currently.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's-
I've moved over 30 feet, and I've taken the dodge action.
Alright, this thing is technically large, so it can still reach you. And it is the Iron Tyrant's turn as he looks up and he's just. And he starts to kind of reach his hand out. And at that point, you just see his entire body, every single crevice, just start bursting out with steam. And you just hear whatever is inside this thing scream out in pain. And you hear the voice slowly changing as you see the claws start to get energized with this electric lightning energy. And he's just, if I'm going to die, I am taking you with me. And he is going to make 2 attacks on Marcos.
Now remember, he has disadvantage.
Yes, he does.
That's what I have never used that action before. Never.
So, it's not a natural 20, but it still is a 27.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
No, Cameron, it doesn't hit because of my final move. Okay. I cast Pot of Greed.
According to the encyclopedia, that doesn't hit.
So, you all watch as this thing, bearing this large claw, every single bit of electricity in its body goes into this claw as he swings and smacks up at Marcos. The normal damage you take is going to be
Oh, normal.
11 points of slashing damage.
Hmm.
And then you take an additional 18 lightning damage.
This is fine.
What level are we again?
Level
4?
This is fine.
It's fine. It's not like this party has already TPK'd once.
This is fine.
And he screams out, and he's just screaming at the top of his lungs at this point. He's going to go in and make another
Start
attack.
planning my next character.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a 14 does not hit you.
No, it does not hit. It
Yeah.
does not hit. Thank God, because
So
that hurt. That hurted.
Swings, and he gashes and just this electric shocking energy freezes you up and prevents you from moving for a moment. And the lightning just burns through your body as the claw comes raking out of your chest, leaving a hefty scar.
Yeah.
And he takes a second attack, and you're just like, nope, and dodge out of the way as he swings again a second time. As he kind of stumbles on the second attack, and he looks around and he looks at you. Come on there, fancy boy. Let me kill you.
That's the robot speaking?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hezro, it's your turn.
Well, let's. It seemed to electrocute.
Yeah, healing would be nice. I know.
See,
have a-
I'm not a healer.
That's the
You
issue.
fucking dipshit.
I know, that's the issue.
This is the one time I didn't play support. I play squishy.
Everybody played Squish,
We don't
apparently.
need healing if we do DPS.
Well, here's
We
an
absolutely need
issue.
a tank. though.
Again, I
Yeah.
start planning my next character.
Hezro, your go.
I'm thinking.
You know what
Can
would
I
suck? A month. of
can I,
not playing
like,
this campaign and it
squint
TPKs.
at it to see if I can figure out how it seemed to react to the electricity itself, whether or not electricity would even work on this thing? Will that take my action or my bonus action to do?
That'd be a bonus action for you to make an insight check.
I will take that. That is really good. That's a 21.
21. You can tell it is immune to lightning damage.
That's good, because lightning spell. This complicates things. I don't have that many spells. You know, how far away is Marcus?
You move 30 feet back away, right?
So I had moved 60 feet and then I moved 30 feet back toward him. Cameron. Like toward the golem.
Okay, so he moved up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Can Hasbro with her 35 35 movement speed get up to this boy, this Marcus boy?
He is currently flying.
Shit. I am squishy. I am squishy. Don't have much. Well,
This campaign
I'll
has been
do-
trying to kill all of us since the
Seems to
beginning.
me that we start playing the kiting game.
I feel like we need to start playing the fucking kiting game.
the kiting game?
The kiting game.
hmm
So I have some good news. I have 2 HP left.
Because
I'm still alive.
You know.
Yeah.
So wait a second. Does Hezro have the most HP at 30?
No, I have.
I have 31.
Okay.
I have like 40
Well, the best I've got is magic missile.
something.
So I'm a magic missile bitch.
All right, go ahead and roll your
Upscale.
magic missile.
You know, I'm really
Upscale that
worried that
shit.
we're about to have another.
That's 4 motes at level 2. This could be really
Yep.
good. That's That's 19 points of force damage.
All right, so your magic missiles hit into this being that is currently just torn into Marcos, and the darts hit it on the side, and it kind of stumbles a little bit, and its head snaps over into your direction, and it looks at you. Okay,
That's
you
not-
want some?
No, you're being very, very mean. We're trying to help you.
And she's saying this while moving backwards.
You want Oh,
We
I'll
were
give you
trying to
attention.
help. We were trying to help you, you rude individual.
And I will move as far away as I can. So now I'm a little more than 40 feet away, I believe, from this creature.
Okay.
If not 50.
All
My
right.
whole movement speed is moving back and away from it.
Okay. Got it. Next up on the initiative after Hezro is going to be back to Grabbin.
So, grabbing. The dude is still there. Yes, he's
Yes,
tromping
he's
after as.
Well, he looks like he's about to.
Well, let's give him a little. Let's give him a little pap on the ass there. A little tap at advantage. I am still hidden from him. Yes.
Yes.
So it's gonna be. Ooh, yay! A natural 1 and an 18 total.
18 just hits.
Nice, cool, great. More dabblage for the dabblage boy. Alright, let's see. That's 10 damage off the bat, plus another 8. That's gonna be 18, 22 damage total.
22 damage. All right. So the crossbow bolt flies out and hits him, and you hear him just. "Ah! Ugh. Who the hell hit you?"
asshole!
And he
He
his head.
waves his tail and his ass just over here in the trees and the bushes, and he uses his bonus action to fucking. Wait, who's the closest to him?
Closest to, I think you're off by yourself right now at the moment, but you watch his head, instead of like just turning to the right, it turns 270 degrees to look at you.
Cool. Fantastic. Though I was referring to like who's the closest to the bot.
Oh, Marcos.
Boy.
Yeah.
Marcos.
Marco
The
He's
one
right.
that now has a lightning scar across his chest.
Yeah,
Marco needs a GTA. That wasn't even a crit, guys.
Yeah, no, he's a bad boy. He's certainly a bad boy. Does it look like he's been fighting at any point before this? Does he even look scarred? Or nah?
Are you talking about Marcos or the
No,
robot?
no, no, no. I was talking about the bot.
Yeah.
He looks like- there's some dents in his armor, but nothing too bad.
Does it look like we've made even like a remote oomph to him?
Oh, he's past bloodied.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We can do this. I know we
We can
can.
do this, guys.
It's just a matter of keep
Marco,
hitting.
get the fuck out.
Though.
Marco, fucking move, dude!
And he's gonna not hide. Instead, with a bonus action.
Sorry, it's not my turn yet. I have to wait.
Disadvantage.
Like, just in the air, just tapping his foot. You know, it's like, it's not my turn yet. I have to wait on you.
Grabbing, what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna- Yeah, I was looking for anything I could do as a bonus action, but all I've got is just the hide, dash, and disengage. So what I'm gonna do for the moment is just I'm gonna stay out in the open, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to position myself more like towards the castle, not like going into the castle. How far away is Mr. Man from castle?
He is currently 30 feet away from the castle.
Okay, cool. He's within walking distance. I want to be like what I think is out of his range. I want to be like 40 feet away, but next to the castle door, and just kind of do a kobold equivalent of middle fingers.
Fortnite
Okay.
dance.
Middle toe beans?
Yeah, middle toe beans. The dirty beans.
Alright, so the dirty beans. Alright, so you make your way over in that direction,
Yeah.
and his head is just following you 100% of the way.
I have been tinking this boy. He's probably pissed.
Come on. Pick on someone your own size.
You're not his size.
His head immediately snaps back to Marcos. Okay.
Ah,
Thanks.
you literal dick!
Pick on someone smaller
That's
than
all I've
you.
got.
Tylum, it's your turn.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
That's going to be... That's gonna be 20 damage. And I'm gonna scream what I just screamed before. How about you pick on someone smaller than you? Bet you can't beat me, huh?
His head immediately snaps in your direction like, look at that. So
Wow,
many
what
people I
happened?
get to deal with.
Alright, and now pause at this moment because I still got my movement speed. How far am I from this fucker?
You are about, from where, you haven't moved yet, right?
No, I haven't.
You're 25 feet away from him.
I'm gonna kind of mosey on back to be 55 feet from him because my movement speed is 30.
Look, come on, if you're gonna provoke me like that, don't run away, just...
Then start moving forward! Never seen a
Second.
ranger before, fuckhead!
I smell death.
I do too!
He looks in the direction of Tylum. Ooh, you're gonna get it, you little scaly piece of shit.
My scales shine better than your metal.
Marcos, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get slapped so hard.
I mean, if you look in general announcements, there's what I'm currently going to be doing.
Oh, you're gonna disengage?
Well, like, here's the here's the thing. He I'm still like 30 feet from him, or what? Did he get closer toward me?
He moved to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the disengage. Exit stage left.
Right, so you disengage and you fly back, and ooh, all of you are making this complicated, but eeny, meeny, miny, gnome.
Oh no! Hezro!
Is that gonna end your turn, Marcos?
Let's see. Bonus action. Do. Actually, hold on, Cameron. Hold on. I'm going to take that disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, so you're gonna punch him?
Yeah, first I'm gonna like, yeah. First I'm gonna punch him, and then I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna just go, and then I'm gonna disengage.
I believe
Alright, go ahead
it's
and
flurry
roll
of
for that.
blows.
And that's a
For that.
nat 20 for that one hit.
All right, go ahead and double your dice on that one. Yeah, monks are able to take. They can spend a key point to either take the disengage or dodge action.
Yeah, so that's a 7 to the like a 7 to the punch, and then exit stage left. It just like just right across like the jaw, just
Okay. So, is that gonna be your turn?
action, bonus action, yeah, movement, yeah.
All right. So it is now the Iron Tyrant's turn, and what do you know? He has a higher than average movement speed.
Oh,
It's a
So,
good thing I'm like
he is
50
gonna
feet
be-
away from it.
I'm 55 feet away from
Looks around at his situation. He's gonna look at the closest person to him, and he's gonna turn around and he's gonna look at Graben,
Oh shit!
and he is going to run up to Graben.
Dong, 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 dong.
And you see as he's moving, that movement causes that surge of electrical energy to go into one of his claws, that he is going to make his first attack.
Bye, Graben.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
How close is Graben from me?
Just my head, just a little bit.
Currently, right now, from where you are, Hezro, you're about 70 feet.
Ah, sad.
So,
Couldn't.
I'm going to go ahead and do normal damage first. That's going to be 12 points of normal damage, slashing damage. And then an additional 10 points of lightning damage.
Hey, so 22 total?
22 total.
Woof.
As he rakes the first claw into you, you feel that jolt of electrical energy as he tears into your arms and your chest, pretty much everything. These claws are large. And he is going to make his second attack. That is a 23.
That hits.
That is going to be another 7 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't die.
13 lightning damage.
No, that itself would have taken me down. I'm down.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, this motherfucker's about to fucking
Cameron.
die.
Yeah?
I forgot to add the 4 additional radiant damage.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and put that
Yeah.
on him. So as you watch as
If I was
this
level
figure
5, that wouldn't have taken me down.
turns around and goes to grab it, and first slash kind of tears into him. You see his grabbing skeleton for a moment, almost like a comedy comic, and the other attack just uppercuts him with the claw and rakes across his chest as you see his body go slightly flying into the air and then back onto the swamp floor. It's like, ooh, that felt great.
Oh, Tyler's
Who's next?
pissed. Tyler is pissed. Only she gets to hit her brother like that.
Ezro, it's your turn.
Well, I saw that it was very effective last time. I'm gonna do it again.
Second magic missile?
I'm just gonna run my 35 feet closer to it because I'm trying to run for grabbing, just in case, just in case. And I'm gonna go ahead and magic missile it. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
I love magic missile. It's a bunch of D4s.
D4ers are better than a miss.
Oh, that's 2 4s. Oh, that's a 3. So that's 8, 11,
You got this.
12.
You got this.
That's 16 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ezra going in with the clutch, just full on finger guns. Let's go.
So you run up and finger guns, and as you do, just these bolts of arcane energy, they hit, and you guys have weakened it enough to where the plates of the armor, as they hit in certain spots, just explode off with the pressure, and one lands in a tree. Like, some of them end up getting lodged in the stone, and you see underneath the armor just the chassis frame of the figure you've been fighting, with various arcane trinkets and mechanisms. And where a person's heart would be, you see a large glass container with a beating heart in it. And you see now this man who has had multiple burn wounds, multiple scars, that has been controlling this apparatus, as he just looks at Hezro. Lucky shot, and then falls into the swamp floor.
What a check. And I run over to the poor boy.
I'm going to fly over to where Grabbin is, and I'm going to use Healing Hands, Cameron. Since
Okay.
we're not out of combat. He
All
gets 4 HP.
So, grab him. You come back to consciousness.
I'll fucking kill you!
He's dead.
He's done.
Already did that.
I did it!
You're fine.
Yeah, you did. You did. Kind of pats up on the head. You did very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And he ends his his
Radiant
radiant soul. Yeah.
All right.
Can Tylen walk up to the body cam and collect? You said there was a heart in a case.
Yeah, so if you want to try and remove it,
We need proof, and I feel like the best proof is the heart of the creature.
All right, make me an intelligence check.
She's gonna get fucking shocked.
Would you like some help with that? I feel like I
Please?
know the arcane a bit more than you
Please?
do.
Do I get advantage?
And go ahead and roll with advantage.
That's 14.
14?
Yeah.
As the two of you are just looking at this thing, it's a very simple mechanism that kind of put this thing and kept it in place, but you manage to safely remove it, and as you do and remove this, it feels like it's 50 pounds. This thing is heavy. It is a massive cylindrical tube filled with liquid and has a heart, a beating heart in it.
I just use my bag of holding, kind of just
Okay.
into the bag of holding.
And now that you've removed the actual thing, you can see the inside, mostly where the entire chest is in this person. There's nothing there. In fact, someone had performed surgery to make a massive hole in this man's chest and keep him alive.
That's disturbing.
That is the project. Anything that can cause conflict and strife, they will do it. Nothing is considered twisted in their eyes.
So this was really helping him?
I believe I still have healing potions from when
I
we bought
reach
them.
over and just boop my brother in the snoot for 2 cure wounds.
And he's doing better off than my character right now, even
And
with
then I'm
the
gonna
little,
boop,
the measly 4 HP.
I'm just no. And afterwards, I'm gonna lose my last cure wounds to boop Marcos in the knee.
All right, go ahead and roll for healing.
On the knee.
You guys are
Hazra is going to take out a potion of healing and offer it to Marcus.
Okay, so
He will take and drink the healing potion.
Thank you.
And she waddles off to go and... Cameron,
Yes.
how much can someone who is well versed in the arcane salvage from this creature?
Tempest, that's a 17 HP return to you.
Ooh, big health.
And
Hezro,
then
make me an Arcana check and an Intelligence check.
Marcos gets 12 HP back.
Arcana is a...
Natural 20.
Oh.
Ah, D&D ASMR.
How much? The healing potion. What do I roll for it?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
The intelligence is a 19 total. Smart girl is smart.
Plus 8. There we go. And also, Marcos is now back to his cheery self.
Nice! But yes.
Yeah. So you guys are healing up, and currently, right now, you have an unexplored castle right in front of you.
That what's Hezro able to chomp out of this thing?
Oh, so you got a natural 20 Arcana. What'd you got on your Intelligence check?
18. No, 19.
19.
Yes.
So this is advanced. This is something, Hezro. The person you know was just starting to get into this. And these people apparently have mastered it through various surgical methods, arcane treatments, and enchantments and infusions. They have essentially made the first power armor. Mind you, with
Fuck
clearly
up.
dangerous results.
Mhm.
As the man's skin is almost completely burned off.
Okay. How much can I stuff into Tylem's bag of holding?
Uh,
How much can I harvest?
Harvesting? Okay.
Wow.
You
What?
managed to get
Harvest.
what is essentially you assume it's the thing that was generating a lightning generator. That was essentially just charging up and giving him his lightning attacks. You do manage to. That's the really big thing you're able to salvage.
Hmm. Wonderful. She will kind of holding it. Tyler,
what?
could I possibly have you put this in your bag? This could be very valuable. I could research it, perhaps. I'm good with magic.
She looks up what it is.
She's dug out something from this creature.
Well, can you give me a name so I can put it down in bag of holding and mark it as yours?
The lightning generator from Big Fuck Off Creature beside Castle.
Okay. Sure. She'll open up the bag for her.
She puts it in.
Now I vote.
And then she's,
What?
if possible, Cameron, Hezra would like to then pick up like a nice rock and destroy the rest of it. Just any circuits. Gone.
Okay. So you pick up a pretty nice hefty rock and you walk over and just start beating up all the internal components to the point where they are incapable of use anymore.
Just in case, I don't want anyone trying to replicate and using it for war or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go.
Should we investigate the castle?
That is why we're here?
I missed the entire chunk.
No,
That
we're
was
here to
like-
get the weapons.
No.
But there's a perfectly good castle to investigate.
Yes,
We might as well.
while we are like beaten and battered, let's explore right now.
Well,
This is
if
fine.
if you think it's not a great idea, we don't have to.
Well, I'm gonna take this into account in my thought process. If that was in there, there was nothing else in there.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
listen, we don't really lose anything by checking it out at the very least.
Mm,
I mean, you know, it might have broken out of that place, or maybe there's something that gives us a little more clues about who these people are.
I think if that's the case, we should come back here after a bit of a break. This, you're right. This probably is not a good idea to.
But by that point, these guys could have more people that came in there and cleaned it out. What if someone knows that thing died and comes here during the time we were gone?
Well, I don't really.
So, are you for exploring while your brother's all bloody and Marcus is too, or are you against it?
Is my brother still bloody?
Well, here's a counterpoint.
He pulls out a health potion.
I'm feeling okay. I can stay away from harder hits in the future. But, you know, how are you looking?
He looks over towards
Marky Moon.
Marcos.
Oh, I'm fine. Like, and you can see clearly, like on his chest, there is a lightning, like a scar, like made by the lightning.
I'll reach into my bag, pull out a health potion, and toss it to him.
Is it
That's a
not
good
your
thing.
last one?
I have two.
Okay.
He takes it.
It's
Alright,
just a minor health potion.
well, we can take a small peek inside, and then we should really go.
I'm okay with that.
What is
Same.
it? 2d4 plus 2 again.
Okay, so you guys are exploring the castle.
Yeah.
Direct your attention to the new maps tab, and I want you guys to pick a room you are exploring.
I'm about back up to full now. Yay. That was painful.
There are more than rooms than there are us, Cameron. Will we be able to cover all of them?
Yeah, just whatever. What rooms are you guys going into first? Is what
I
I'm
guess we're in room 1.
Yeah, I imagine we're in room 1 first.
No.
Okay. All right. So you explore through the entirety of this abandoned castle, and you start going through all the rooms. This place, you figure out they were trying to make more of that man. And you find in the kind of like the central hallways on that map, it appears to be like a rail system, like mines usually have, that is built into the actual castle. And it's used to transport around heavy goods. You find in one of the rooms 2 additional sets of those armors in the process of being built, and both of them each have different weird looking weapons.
I say we destroy those before we leave.
Like I was about to say, he already like his nostrils flare again. He starts destroying it.
Okay, so you guys destroy the sets of armor.
Yep.
Can I salvage anything else?
Those sets of armor, there's not really anything on them. They were in the process of being built, so none of like the intricate stuff has been put on them. It's mostly just the metal frame and the metal armor.
Yeah, all of these like sets of armors like that, even the assembly lines, he's going around destroying. Like he doesn't want anything not
Can I find
destroyed.
any notes and books, perhaps?
I am actually going to get to notes and books here in a second.
Ooh.
But in this room, though, you find a chest and you open it up. There is an amulet that has the symbol of like a healer symbol or a symbol of like good health on it. You find a dagger that has like wings on the guard. You also find a total of 450 gold pieces, 300 silver pieces, and 60 copper pieces.
I'm marking this down. We can debate it out later, guys.
Yep.
And how many copper pieces?
60.
Okay.
As you continue to start exploring the rooms more and more, you also find a potion of invisibility,
Okay.
250 gold pieces,
Wait. 250 gold pieces?
yes,
Okay.
and the first letter that you guys find, and here is what it reads. Director, I understand your progress is going well. I want to congratulate you on taking up this role for our organization. While the number of cases provided for test subjects is more than 1, we both know who this is meant for. Keep that information to yourself no matter what. The local information runner of the region will pick up any notes you have on your studies and send the information back to us. May the inexorable one guide us. Sincerely, your father in gray.
Wait, his local runner will send information back to us. Sincerely, Father in Gray?
Sincerely, your father in gray. Here, I will go ahead and I will just put the notes in like a tab here in the Discord so you can see what it says.
Yeah, there's no mistaking it's this girl.
That's the first letter.
Okay.
You also find, I have to actually roll for this one. 13 days worth of rations in a storage room.
Ah, yes, let's eat the rations from this place.
Rations are rations.
Rations are rations.
Yeah, but whenever I say that in Tundi's campaign, we can't eat the damn thing. Sorry.
Rations are rations.
So as you're going around and you're
Not
finding,
edible.
you find another note. This seems more professional. It seems more like a patient's chart, if that makes sense. And here is what it reads: Subject ID 00004.
Do we need to write this down, or are you going to post it for us?
I posted it.
Okay.
Subject name Thomas Thorne. Age 35. Gender male. Pre-treatments required. Anesthetic knockout. Psychotherapy. Occupation Ibikaran prisoner. Emotional nature hostile. Notes: Mr. Thorne was originally arrested for the murder of an acolyte in Gold Meadow. Using the connections that our director possesses, we requisitioned the subject for re-instabilitation. Subject appears to have schizophrenia and will occasionally lose the ability to speak clearly. This angers Mr. Thorne, who then on one instance beat a lab assistant so much that it was better to feed the half-dead body to the trolls outside. Assistant psychologist William Tyvel advised the new subject's dangerous behavior would multiply when the surgery is performed, but Dr. Willowfell declined. In another room, you find what is appear to be just the last scrawlings of a diary on a half-dead, or actually a full-dead half of a human. We have failed in development. The subject has broken free. We have enabled security measures, but it is not enough. He is clawing through. Half of the facility has been butchered. I want to run, but I am paralyzed in fear. If anybody reads this, do not fight this creature. The director said that there's a failsafe and a staff in the lobby, but I doubt anything like that exists.
Wait, we didn't have to kill it?
No, we had to. It's just
we
they
had
were
to kill
told
it,
not
but
to.
Maybe it's talking about a different
Oh,
creature.
you were in character. Never mind.
Maybe, this is a different creature, something more dangerous. We never really asked it its
Maybe
name.
we should look into it.
Maybe we shouldn't, since it's super dangerous and even a failsafe doesn't work. But, that's just...
And the last piece you find is actually in a small, kind of isolated room, written on the wall itself. I have to leave. They say I am not well. They say they will treat me, but I know the truth. They want to put me in one of those tin cans. I gotta get out of here before that happens.
This is going in letter tabs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All that information is now in there.
Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste it over to my notes.
And that is essentially everything you find in the castle.
Do you guys want me to divvy out what we got now, or wait until we have like an actual?
We can wait till later when we get back to the
Yeah.
town or camp at the very least.
So Tylem's just holding on to all this, and she's not hoarding it, guys. She's just holding on to it.
How could you hoard?
Before any of us use that, I have the ability to identify magical items. Perhaps I could take hold of those and take some time to figure out what they do.
Do you want to do it
that
now, or do you want to wait until we get some more safe?
It will take me about half an hour to do so. I'm just saying, once we do, that's just the plan. This place rubs me the wrong way, so
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
making my scales itch.
I second all of that.
you don't have scales, though.
If I had scales,
Look, it's making his skin
Alright,
itch. Let's
that's
go.
valid. Right.
Tylum gives a last look around.
And then you guys head out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about it.
All right, you make your way back towards the tribe, the tribe of Dragonkin that you remember from before, and everyone you know that's just they're happy. They're playing instruments. They're sitting around weaving baskets, knitting. Still, a couple of those warriors are on lookout and watch you approach, and they raise their hand. Alt, I'll go get the chieftain. And one of them leaves. Well, there are about 3 or 4 of them that keep watch on you. Eventually, Chief Steeljaw makes his way back. And, well, do you have proof?
Yep. And I reach
Yeah.
in and with like 2 fingers, a foot braced against the ground, I pull out the thing and I kind of just put it on the ground.
All right, so you pull out this massive container, and you know he's like, "It's not going to be big," and then you just see his eyes go wide as you pull this thing out.
Hide up
That
the
was
beast.
inside of the tyrant.
Mhm.
Mhm.
The rest of the body is back there.
Yep.
So,
I'd say this is enough. You, go tell the tribe. The tyrant is dead. We feast! And some of the warriors go like, yeah, and they start kind of making their way and shouting out the news, and definitely gets people's attention. Chief turns back to look at all of you.
you're certainly friendly.
We try to keep to ourselves. Isolation makes us feel better. However, I am a dragon of my word. I will have some people bring the boxes out for you. I will, considering the size of your retinue, I will have them carry it to the edge of the swamp.
Thank you.
But for now, it's getting awfully dark. I do not want you to get eaten by the local hydras. Come,
Hi.
Ah, fun.
don't worry about it.
That's always reassuring.
See what I meant by we could be bite-sized snacks in here?
Listen, it's fine. We're here. Bigger
It's the
folk who can
forest.
protect us and know the land. Maybe they can give us a guide on the way out. Who knows?
Maybe.
So, as time goes on, you see the people, you know, they start cooking massive steaks and pikes of meat over a large bonfire in the center of camp. And it is like actual hydra necks they are cooking. And they
Huh.
have on these spits.
Haven't had Hydra yet. This should be interesting.
Food is food.
Some of the people kind of look around and they look at you and give you a big thank you. Some of the kids around here are taller than most of you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Kinda-
Called monsters and mages and miniatures for a
I
reason.
don't know if they're still too pleased about a human-looking person running around
Like,
there.
we'll just paint some scales on you next time.
I would prefer if you didn't.
Around this time, you watch as Chief Steeljaw makes his way up to you, Marcos. You surprised me.
How so?
In my entire life, I have never seen an Asimar who didn't want to kill me.
I'll let you decide if you want to spill those beans or not. But
Mhm.
let's just say he's not exactly from around here. And he's due for some slack.
Like raised in Borastia?
No, no, no. He means I am actually almost 1600 years old. I am
Kinda-
from another time.
You might not want to go with like the blunt thing, you know.
There's
when
some
people
things
are not
that are left
always
unsaid.
gonna believe
no,
that.
no. The blunt thing is important. What did you just say?
Oh no.
I said I am almost 1600 years old. Back when the Draconids and humans got along well as the Aesma. Those times, before the first war.
So you do not carry the traits of present times.
No.
Wait, you actually believe that, first go? Without any questions?
I have seen weirder things.
Besides, why would I lie?
I have seen a gnome steal my wife from underneath my feet.
What?
Alright.
By the way, if you find a man named Willie Highboots, bring his head to me. I will have a feast dedicated to your name.
Well, you're not the only one hunting for him.
Good to hear. However, this is a time for drinking, a time of celebration, and you see him grab like 4 tankards and like offer one to each of you.
Mm. Ezra will take.
Tyler will take one.
Marcos also takes one.
Just one.
No, since you are so old and in time, it seems like you would have a stomach of iron, no?
Oh no.
Oh, you want to have a drinking contest?
Just a friendly bout between
Oh.
a man of the past and a person who wants the past to happen again.
But the same could be said for me. I would love for the past to come back from before the war. It was a lot nicer during those times.
He nods and
Yes, let's have a contest of drinking.
all right, fetch me the table. And they bring a table right next to the bonfire, and a bunch of the people start to gather. And a drinking contest happens, and it goes on for a while. But Hezro, Tylum, and Graben.
Mhm.
Marcos does not look phased at all. 20 drinks in.
Like, in fact, you see him like a little sad. Like he's a little down about it, but he's trying not to show it.
And it goes. This guy also has a pretty good built stomach. 20, 35
30.
drinks, 45 drinks, 57. And then he just and he just slouches over the table. You win.
Good effort. No one's ever made it. Good effort. No one's ever made it to 57 before.
He's an Azam, or maybe he's actually a full Celestial.
But that doesn't explain that.
I don't know.
57 drinks. I think the last person only made it to 20.
The dragon, the tribe people are like, who is this man? How can he drink so much? He looks completely normal. And the rest of the night is enjoying a nice hearty meal. For some people, it's drinking a lot of water.
Hezro.
And as the night comes to a close, they offer you a tent. A smaller family lets you use some of the space of their larger tent to kind of rest in for the night. And you all go to sleep.
Then are we
Before
gonna
he
do all
does
the
go to
divvying
sleep,
next time?
One at a time.
So,
yeah,
okay,
sorry.
so I know we had some technical difficulties, but do you guys want to keep going?
I just wanted to ask one thing before, if we're gonna close it up right now. I wanted to ask the chief something real quick.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Hey, Chief Steeljaw.
Yes.
Just a question. These invaders, did they attack you? Or did they just fall in the swamps and you found their stuff?
They did not attack us, but they were very provocative in other ways.
Hmm. Well, on behalf of my boss, I sincerely apologize. You really should be hiring someone of a higher quality than that. But I wouldn't imagine that you guys get much trade out here.
We get what we can from merchants trying to take shortcuts.
Well, instead
Usually-
of
Find those merchants dead.
yeah, so instead of finding merchants who might come around, there could be a little bit more of a reliable network, if you want. I could put up a word that you guys would be willing to maybe do some deals in the future and have a more secure access to things you wouldn't normally have, like more exotic spices, weapons, finely armored and tailored clothing if you so desired, things like that. It would be easier to get it to you. Well, not get it to you, but easier for you to get access to it. I'm sure for in the exchange of like maybe I don't know, passage through the land or guides who know what they're doing to teach others how to travel the land without provoking hydras. I'm sure that my boss would love to cut a deal of some sort.
Sincere thanks. I will keep to myself.
That's fine. You totally can. It's just something that you have access to. Like a tool. Something that's always nearby. You might not need it, but could come handy sometime.
I will think
Alright.
on it.
Yeah, you just think however you want. My only question is, where are the weapons right now? If that's okay.
A storage tent.
Okay.
Boxes have not been opened.
How heavy are they, give or take?
Some of my strongest men say it's probably 120, 150 pounds per box.
How many boxes?
2.
Oh, that's not too bad. We can get those out of here. Well, thank you. That's really all the questions I have, except for one personal one.
Oh.
The Aasimar we're traveling with, he said that, well, personally, I've never really met a half-dragon before. I don't come from the other continent. I'm raised here. He
And
said that kneeling for your kind is severely uncommon. So why'd you do it? Is it a cultural thing? Is it significant to Dragonkin?
my grandfather always taught me. If you want to show respect, you look them eye to eye.
He smiles at that.
That's a teaching I can appreciate. If
And
you're
my
honest with your
grandfather
deals,
said-
you look someone in the eye.
My grandfather also said if someone disrespects you, you kill them and use their skin as a coat.
Well, I'm not going to implore that teaching, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
If
I
Hezra would
normally
have
don't
heard
like
that, she
people
would have
who
taken a
cross me
long
either.
flip.
Still got to take care of some business here and there in the world. But I appreciate it. Not a lot of people actually respect Dragonkin and even less Kobold sometimes. I respect and appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
And he
Alright.
walks off.
And Cam, can we please find out about those magic weapons via Hezro?
Yes.
The amulet and the dagger.
The amulet is a you spend the time to focus and look at it with the materials, and it is an amulet of health.
Mm-hmm.
The amulet of health, I believe, makes your constitution score 19 while you're wearing it.
Hezro needs that.
The other weapon is a dagger of returning.
Dagger of returning, eh? Hmm.
She'd give that to her brother.
Hmm.
It'll come back to you when you throw it.
Hmm.
If I'm assuming right, Cameron.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Tundi. Turns out when he said returning, he meant like it returns the damage you deal to yourself.
That's a cursed object right there, honey. Anyway.
You know, Chris.
Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about that right now.
So anyway, that is going to be it for session. Thank you for everyone who watched and made it to the end despite our massive slew of technical difficulties.
Time zones and technical difficulties.
Yes, technical difficulties. We resolved the issue.
No, that's copyright. Don't. Bad.
Well,
Everyone's
if I do it
talking
in
over
the
you.
exact same.
Close it off,
time-
Cameron, before we go any further.
So, thank you all for watching, and we will talk to you nerds later.